Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to MindMajix. Today, I will be giving you PowerApps demo, and I'll teach you what is PowerApps and certain topics of PowerApps. So let's talk about MindMajix. So basically, MindMajix is a e-learning industry. MindMajix is having 9+ of experience in e-learning industry, and we have our trainers are 10+ years of experience in their respective technologies, and we have reputed corporate and around the globe, 110+ reputed corporate around the globe, and professional have got trained and certificate. We have actually basically from MindMajix 450k plus professionals have got trained and get certificate in the technologies, respective technologies, and we have delivered 500+ technologies like Power Apps and Power Automate and SharePoint, and there are 500+ technologies we are serving here, and we are delivering the content in MindMajix. So basically, MindMajix is e-learning platform, so which is that's what it's known for. Basically, here we teach technologies, recent technologies such as Power App is a recent technology. It's introduced in 2016. Like that, we have RPA and other technologies as well. And this is about the trainer. So basically, I'm a developer who develops customization for Microsoft Office 365 SaaS cloud products, translating feasible functional requirement into technical and finally turning them into product successfully getting adapted by end clients. I have extensively worked on Office 365 offerings like Microsoft Power Apps and Microsoft Flow, Microsoft SharePoint. I have worked on Canvas and modeled in Power Apps. Later, I'll tell you what is Canvas and what is modeled in Power Apps. So, I have good experience in Power Apps connectors such as SharePoint Online, list and library of SharePoint Online, and CDS, that is Microsoft DataVerse. A hands-on experience in Microsoft Power Automate, that is known as MS Flow. This is the introduction to our Power App training. The duration of this course is 18 hours. This course include concept like introduction to Power Apps, Power Apps desktop editor, designing and feature of custom forms, custom form tools, custom Power Apps formulas, Power Apps management studio. Let's talk about the curriculum of this course. So these are the all topics which we are covering in this course, such as Power App overview, what is Power App and what is how to use Power App and what is the purpose of Power App, and types of Power Apps. What are different types of Power Apps provided by Microsoft? Power Apps building blocks, Power Apps development environment setup, how to set up Power Apps development environment, Power App Studio overview, Power App Canvas app options. What options we have in Power App Canvas? Like we can build Canvas app from blank, or we can build Canvas app from template. So create app from template. We will create app from template from scratch. Also, we will create app blank Canvas app and create app from data source such as SharePoint. We will create app and use data source such as SharePoint, and we will create a Power App from scratch and use data source as MS Excel. And also we will create Power App from scratch and we will use CDS, that is Common Data Service. And I also let you know how to integrate, how to use SQL Server in Power Apps, how to get data from SQL tables in Power App and how to utilize that data. And we will discussing about Power App licensing model and system requirement limit and configuration, supported device like Power App is supported in mobile and tablet, in mobile Android and iOS. Power App integration with SharePoint, how to integrate SharePoint and Power Apps. Like we can customize SharePoint forms using Power Apps. So we will discuss this also in detail in this course. Power App Canvas control overview and examples. Common control properties. What are the common controls like input box or label? These are the common controls. What are their properties? We will discuss like in input box the properties such as on change, on select properties of a button. So we will discuss all this in detail. Add and configure control canvas app. We will add control in canvas app. We'll configure control in canvas app. We will use gallery, data table, and forms in Power App. We will do CRUD operation using forms in Power App, and we will develop custom forms as well. And we will use Power FX to store data, and we will customize forms and gallery control, and we will implement sort, search in Power Apps, customize SharePoint form using Power App. We will customize SharePoint forms and using Power Apps. And we will talk about Power App variables, what kind of variables on Power Apps, and what are global variables in Power Apps, how to make global variable, how to make local variable, and how to utilize variable. And we will discuss basic formulas. What are the basic formulas like patch? Patch is a formula. Is blank is a formula. Navigation is a formula. So we will discuss in detail about the basic formulas which are commonly used to build a application. Data modification based on user input. For example, we will have an input box and we will have a checkbox. If a user checkbox, then input box will visible, and if user uncheck that checkbox, the input box will invisible, or we can disable that input box. We can hide and show control based on user input. Power App advanced formulas. So we will covering advanced formulas in Power Apps, and we will covering cascading drop downs, like dependent drop down. Like first drop down is dependent on second drop down, and second drop down is dependent on third drop down. Like countries, we will having the list of countries like India, Australia, USA. Suppose in India, we will when somebody select Indian first drop down, then Indian state will be visible in second drop down. In second drop down, if a user selects for Delhi, so the cities of Delhi like South Delhi, North, East, West will be visible in third drop down. This is how we will do cascading drop down. Like first drop down, second drop down is dependent on first drop down, and third drop down is dependent on second drop down. So we will do filter search on gallery. We will use Power App galleries, and we will apply filter there and search there, how to search a record from a gallery, and develop Canvas app from SharePoint from scratch. We will develop Canvas app from scratch using SharePoint as a data source, using Canvas app for mobile and desktop. We will use that app which we have built in our, we will publish that app, and we will share that app with other users, and we will use that app in our mobile phones or tablet. We will use that app, and we will use in desktop that app, in browser that app. And we will talk about themes and branding in Power App, how to use themes and what are the themes available in Power Apps. And we will talk about navigations, how to navigate from one screen to another or one tab to another tab. We will talk about navigations also. Today's agenda, so we will covering these topics today: Power Apps overview, types of Power Apps, Power Apps building blocks. Basically, what is Power App? Power App is a suite of apps, services, connectors, and data platform that provide a rapid application development environment to build custom apps for user business needs. Using Power App, we can quickly build custom business applications that connect to your business data stored either in underlying data platform such as Microsoft Data Works, that is CDS, or in various online and on-premise data sources such as SharePoint, Microsoft 365, Dynamics 365, SQL Server, and so on. Basically, Power App is a low-code application. We can build Power App in very short period of time. Suppose if a same app we can build in another language like Android or React or something, so it will take 1 month. And same app if we want to build in Power Apps, so we can build same functionality in 1 or 2 weeks. Minimum 1 week we can utilize same functionality and we can build Power App. In Power Apps is very effective, and now it's in, booming in industry. Many big organizations are moving towards Power Apps. So this is the overview of Power App. Now let's talk about types of Power App. Basically, we have three types of Power App. One is Canvas, one is model driven, and one is portal. So let me show you. Go to Chrome and type a URL meet.powerapps.com. So this is the PowerApp Studio basically. So here in left navigation, let's go to app, and these are the all applications which I have created. And for creating a new application, we can go to new app and we have to click on, these are the three types of Power App: Canvas, model driven, and portal. So let's click on Canvas. So basically in Canvas we have two types. Either we can go for blank template or custom template for custom development, or we can go for app templates. So Microsoft have provide some templates, predefined templates. So these are the predefined templates. Either we can use these templates to build our application, or else we can make application from scratch. Basically, we have two views in Power Apps, in Canvas Power App. Let me show you this also. So we have two layouts. One is phone layout and other one is template layout. So we have templates for phone layout as well as tablet layouts. So this is the phone layout. These are the template for phone layout. And this is a template for tablet layout. So basically we have two screen orientation in Power App. So let's see how blank canvas look like. So let's choose tablet layout, blank tablet layout. So basically this is blank canvas layout. So here we have to design our custom UI according to our requirement. So basically we have three types of Power Apps: Canvas, model driven, portal. Let me show you one of the canvas I have built. This is the example of canvas app, and let me show you uh, these are the forms of canvas app, and let me show you one of the, this is the portal app. This is how portal app look like. It's some kind it's like a website. This is the URL of this app, and it's like a website. So this is how portal app look like. So let's see one model driven. I think this is a test model driven. So in this way model driven app look like. So we can add a record. I'll click on new. This is how we can add a record, and we can view a record here. So this is the UI of model in Power App. So these are the three types of Power App. One is Canvas, other one is model driven, and the third one is portal. So let's talk about building blocks of Power App. In Power Apps, homepage is a building block of Power Apps. Let me show you what is the homepage. So this page, the first screen of the app is homepage. This is the basic building block of Power Apps. And Power App Studio is a building block. This whole tool is Power App Studio. So here we can add a text input, a label, a button, icons are available there. So we can add icons. These are the icons. Power App homepage is building block. Power App Studio is building block. Power App Mobile is building block. When we build an application, so at the end of the day, we have to use that application in our mobile. So basically, Power App is for mobile applications. Fourth one is admin center. So let's go to the admin. The URL is admin.powerapps.com. So in the admin section, we can create environments like production environment, like development environment, UAT environment. We can create solutions. Basically, in development process, we have three kind of environment. One is development, the other one is UAT, and the last one is production. So these are the environments. So we can create environment on click on new, and we have to fill this, and we can like UAT or production or any demo environment something. So this is the for environments, admin center. So now let's talk about opportunities in market. What are the opportunities of Power App in the market? Basically, Power App holds a market share of 11.06%. This is huge. And major companies using Power App are RBINC, ZAG Inc, and Domain 6 Inc. And many more companies are now going towards Power Apps. And Power Apps is basically for B2B business. And the average salary of Power App developer range from 63 to 87 to 84 548 per year. So the salary and the package is also very good in Power Apps for the Power App developer. So let's talk about certificates. So these are the certificates which Microsoft provide to Power App developer. So we have to Microsoft conduct exam for the certificate. So we have Power Platform Fundamental and Power Apps Dynamic 65 Developer Associate certificate. These are the Power App certificates, and this certificate will be provided by MindMajix. It's look like this. At the end of this course, this will be provided by MindMajix. And let's talk about some random topics of course. Create app from template and create blank canvas app. So we can create app from template, and we can create a blank canvas app. Create app from data source such as SharePoint. We can create app from data source such as SharePoint, and we can create Power App such as with data source such as Excel. Let me show you how to create a blank canvas using. Let's go to Power App, and I think I have used a blank canvas. This is a blank. So how to connect SharePoint as a data source? So we can go to View and Data Source, and we can add data source from here. So let's go to SharePoint. Here in SharePoint, we have to add a connection. So for adding connection, there are two types of, we can go for on-prem data gateway or cloud. So let's connect this. Let's go to my SharePoint as well. So these are the applications available, the site collections of SharePoint. So let me use the communication site, this one. And these are the list which I have created in my SharePoint are available here. So let me use employee list. Let's connect. So our employee list is connected now. This is how we can connect our Power App SharePoint to Power Apps. So let's see that to see data, let's add a data table and let's add this employee list in that data table and let's see the data is there or not. See, these are the record which are available in SharePoint. So this is how we can connect our SharePoint in Power App. Let's talk about Excel also. So for connecting Excel, we have to create an Excel sheet and we have to upload that Excel sheet in OneDrive. So this is a OneDrive. So I have already created an Excel employee table. Let's see if data is there. So data is not there. Let's see if I am on other. Let's check this. We have one record over here and let's check menu.poc. Yeah, we are having this data. So let's connect this to our Power Apps. So here in Power Apps, let us add another screen, blank screen. So I've added another screen. So I have to add a OneDrive connection here, OneDrive for business. And these are the Excel which I have created here in OneDrive are available here. So now choose menu.poc, dishes table and connect. So our Excel table is now connected to our. So let's add a data table and now we will add a dish table. So let's see if data will be visible or not. So we will add ID menu dishes all these. See, our data is visible now. For creating for using Excel, we have to first create a table. Suppose we have created these are the records and we have to select all records and we have to go to, I think, insert and we have to create a table. Then only we can use. I have already created a table, that's why it's not allowing me. So first, what we have to do for to connect Excel, to connect with Excel, we have to upload our Excel to OneDrive and we have to make our data in a table, Excel table. Then we will use that Excel table in our Power Apps. This is how we can connect our Excel, MS Excel to Power Apps and we can perform operations like we can insert data to Excel and we can delete data, we can view data and we can do similar things like operations. We have just now check create app from template and create blank canvas app and create app from data source such as SharePoint and we have created app canvas app from data source MS Excel. So at the end of the course, we will be covering these three projects. These are the projects which we will be covering at the end of the session. So first project will be basic CRUD operations. And the goal of this project is to perform CRUD and to understand various functions which are used to post data, delete data, update data in backend repository. So basically the highlight of this project is to perform CRUD operation. We will create record, we will read record, we will update record and we will delete record in our database. For example, SharePoint or Excel or SQL or CDS. So the second project will be employee management system. The goal of this project to build an employee management application that manages all the employees in the SharePoint list. The highlight of this project is perform CRUD operations on employee management application. So first we will perform CRUD operation. We will create record, we will read record, we will update record, and we will delete record. And we will perform search operation in search and sort employees based on specific criteria. We will perform search operation, how to search employees, how to sort employees like alphabetical order or ascending and descending, and use of Power App Gallery to view data. And we will use Power App Gallery, how to view data in Power App Gallery and how to customize our Power App Gallery. And the third project is contract management application. The goal of this project is to build a contract management application that manages all the contract and documentation in the SharePoint gallery. So in this project, we will be learning Power App Forms, how to use Power App Forms, how to post data using Power App Forms. In the second project, we are talking about custom forms, like using input box and label, and we can create a form. And in this project, we will be using form control, how to use form control, how to remove fields from form control. Like suppose we don't want to send data in this column, so how to avoid that column, how to remove that column, how to add a column. And we will use forms basically here. And we will use a data table to view data, how to view data in data table, how to use data table. And we will do some add-ons, such as we will do approval management. So suppose one contract is created, then the contract at a time of when contract is created, then the approval will go to a manager that this contract is created. Please check if you please check and approve. So we will do approval process in this project. So these are the three projects which we will be talking about in this course, which we will do at the end of this course. Power App Training Lab Setup prerequisites. Basically, understanding of computer fundamental. A person who want to learn Power Apps must have knowledge of computer, basic knowledge of computer fundamental, like what is computer browser, how to open a browser, how to search, and the basic fundamentals only. Similar, familiar with the application architecture, like in application there are like what is UI, user interface, what is database. So this is the basic knowledge about application. Understanding of database, like what and database which we are using. And so these are the prerequisites. Now let's talk about the system requirement. Android version 7 or higher device with at least 4 GB of RAM, or iOS version 10 or higher device with at least 2 GB of RAM. So basically, Power App is a mobile application, so we will use this application on mobile device. The Android must be version 7 or higher with at least 4 GB of RAM, and iOS version 10 or higher with at least 2 GB of RAM. And browser, latest browser of Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome. And Windows desktop 10 or desktop 8 can be worked with at least 8 GB of RAM, because Power App is a cloud application. The RAM should be minimum 8. So these are the additional course resources. So common data service and CDS overview. We will give overview of CDS, that is Microsoft Dataverse, how to create table in CDS, how to create columns, and how to use CDS, and how to integrate it with Power Apps. And if somebody don't know what SharePoint Online, so I'll give them overview how to create table list in SharePoint, how to create library, what are the data types of columns in list, and how to use SharePoint list, how to create site collection, how to create subsites, or how to create site. And I'll guide all this. At the end of the course, we will be having a mock interview. So these are the certain questions which we will ask in mock interview, and definitely you will be answerable to all of these questions. Suppose question number one: what type of app can you create in Power Apps? So we already discussed in I think our second or third slide what type of apps. Basically, we have three types of app: Canvas, model driven, and Puta. Similarly, you will be able to able to all these questions. These are the five set of questions. We will give you more than these questions, and you will be answerable to all these questions. These are the kind of interview questions. Can we use multiple data source in single Canvas app? So you will be answerable for this also. What are the different ways in which we can submit data from Power Apps? What are the different ways to filter data in Power Apps? What is blank? These are some questions we will be asking you at the end of this course. It's a kind of mock interview. So, any doubt regarding this subject or course timing, resource allocation can be discussed with MindMajix. So, feel free to query at info@MindMajix, and regarding timing and course content something, you can mail us. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate your feedback, and this will help us improve in delivering qualitative trainings further.